The grand finale of The Owl House is on this Saturday, so I figure now might be the time to talk about my thoughts about it. Or at least, better late than never. So, I love the show. I really do. I love the characters, the animation, the lore, and the world building, and of course, the story. Mm. It's one of the best Disney show I've ever seen since DuckTales 2017. Or was it 2018? No, it's 2017. Yeah. So it all started when people on YouTube make it some kind of in jokes towards the show, references of the hoodie or a certain line from the show, and well, just like anything else, it eventually got my attention, and so I give it a try.
Foolish child! I could swallow you whole!
Do not underestimate me, Gildersnake, for I am the good witch Azura, warrior of peace. Now eat this, sucker!
No! My only weakness! Dying!
Damn, not even Steven Universe got my interest that quick. Like I said, I love the show, and I really want to see more, but Disney says otherwise. You see, from what I've heard, the entire company are starting to lose money. I wonder why. So, so then it was time for them to lighten the load from the Magic Steamboat, and the Owl House is one of the first few to go. You see, they shortened the show, making it only 3 seasons, with the third one being 3 44-minute specials. And that's it. Yeah, just that's it. Now already things are looking bad for the show, the crew, and the creator Dana Terrace, Therese. The one who did the storyboard for Gravity Falls and the director of DuckTales. But what's even worse is that the meeting of, the meeting about the Owl House had happened without Dana Terrace. The one who created the show, the one who's supposed to be involved with the meeting, to at least say something for what's about to happen to this certain show?
Nah, it'll be fine.
So instead, they just told her to be silent, and then told her what happened after the meeting. Yeah, just imagine. Imagine yourself driving 55 in the 35-mile-per-hour zone, and you got pulled over by the cops. And instead of the officer following the usual procedure, they just told you to get out of the car and arrested your ass. And then they question you why did that officer stop you after that. What kind of a reversal dimension crap is this? And how the hell do I get out of it? And what's even worse is that it all happened before the first season was fully released. So they have no information nor data to tell if the show is going to fail or not. Instead, their excuse was that it didn't fit the brand. So yeah, that doesn't sound ridiculous. So, having no option but to obey the big mouse, Dana and her team rewrote the entire story and reanimate pretty much the rest of the show. And who knows how long the show was supposed to be before it got shortened. And like, so yeah, they just had to shave off not only the possible fillers, but also the least major parts of the story.
We fucking wasted the most expensive part! Look at it!
So I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the show have some plot holes or rushed moments or something like that. And remember, it's on Disney, not Dana, not the crew, not the team. It's all on Disney. I've also received news from the fans accusing Disney of being homophobic or being racist or that the higher ups are full of white guys. you know. uh, but I think to me, perhaps the main reason why it happened is that they didn't wait. They were impatient. They didn't bother to hold up and see where it goes. Didn't no one ever stop and be like, wait a minute, the first season isn't fully released, so we can't be sure if we're making the right choice or not. Maybe who knows? Maybe one of them did and straight into the trapdoor. Cause of them, hell no. Less cartoons and more live action remakes. Cause that's all. Cause that's what we all wanted, right? But anyways, it's no use making that big deal about that anymore. The damage is done. It's all done long ago. But I guess I wouldn't feel too bad for Dana and her team. With the season 3 premiere came out on YouTube, at least for a while, it received millions of views within the day, if not a week. And on the television platform, it received hundreds of thousands of views, which may not seem big on YouTube, but on its own platform, it is very, very big. So it was then that the higher ups realized and even admitted it on Twitter that, oh no, the show is actually successful. Not to mention that the team still did a fantastic job at making the flow of the story work, which, with, like I said, the possibility of plot holes and rush scenes. There were also rumors that Dana thinking of doing comics of the show, like she did with Gravity Falls. And la chérie under la table, Dana Terrace cleaned up her office and even tweeted that she recently quit her job after finishing the final episode of the show. Yes, congratulations, Disney. Well done. Uh, uh, One last thing before the video ends. I want to mention the hard work of the animator slash creator of different shows and movies, because stuff like that is not the first time I've heard of situations of. Okay, let me explain. Of course, obviously, I have no degree nor level of animation outside of grade school. Hell, I'm sure even it was the grade school, I barely have any knowledge of how to animate or how to draw stuff like that. But I can tell that it's not easy of telling a story or animating a story that you wanted to tell. You have to work hard, being part of the team of someone else's project before you get greenlit of running your own. You also have to submit yeah, speaking of which, you also have to submit your story to the higher ups and hoping that they can at least think about it, you know, air quotes. Yeah, and that's pretty much every creators have to go through. I mean, that I can understand, work hard and, basic stuff. That's one thing. But when you have to work hard, hone in your skills of animation and storytelling, get the green light of the story of your story, only for the same company that green lit your story to be like, nah, we're just gonna cancel it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's just not fair. It's not fair to the people that work hard and the people that work hard on telling the story, the people that work hard on animating it, like, oh, the whole people that editing the whole thing. Ooh, unless that show is god awful, in which, yeah, you might want to rethink of how you're gonna tell that story. I know shortening the show. I know what I just said of canceling it, and I know the difference between shortening the show and straight up canceling it. But to me, it's a bit similar when it comes to telling a story. It's basically ruin. You were prevented from, like, it's not slightly changed or altered, but you were prevented from telling your story, especially if your story didn't happen to fit the brand. Which is why, if, I don't know, in some delusion of a dream, if I ever happen to run my own studio, I would make sure that the people get to tell their story. Give people a chance. and not just the story writers, but also the animators, the voice actor and actresses, and of course the actors and the actresses, and the people who make music, people who do editing, all of that. I want to give those people a chance. Just make sure it's a damn good one. That's my priority.
You know what? It has been a rough year, and my self-esteem can only take so much. I quit!